Hey, how's it going, everyone? I'm KPG, and welcome back to some more Triangle Strategy. In the last episode, we went ahead, finished off the Chapter 8 battle, took down Silvio's forces and Rufus, but unfortunately, Rufus kind of was put on a show. Basically, he was acting as though he was unable to continue to fight, but really, he still had plenty of energy, and he and Silvio made their escape, and we were unable to put an end to Silvio, unfortunately, but we were still able to be victorious, which matters the most. Another thing that really sucks, though, is that while we were busy over in the Falk's domain fighting against Silvio and his forces, Avlora has been sent to take care of Landroi, and something tells me that this is not going to end well for Landroi, which is really bad for us because he was willing to supply us with soldiers and help basically in our fight against Aesfrost. And now the Aesfrosti army is going to be taking out one of our key allies, so this is not looking good. But before we go on to do that, we have a side story here where we get to see what's going on with Silvio after we have defeated him. So yeah, defeated by Serenoa, Silvio desperately tries to flee, so we're going to see what is going on over here. Hopefully he just, I don't know, falls off a cliff and dies.
I must survive. Somehow, I must survive.
Or maybe Rufus will turn on him. That'd be pretty good too.
Escaping all on your own, I see.
Rufus, what are you doing here?
I came to collect my reward.
Oh, let's hope Silvio doesn't have any coin on him. And Rufus just puts an end to him right here.
Reward? Since when were losers ever rewarded?
I remember our deal differently.
As do I. I was promised an invincible executioner. You are nothing but a fraud. A sheep in wolf's clothing.
A sheep in wolf's clothing. I like that. But you probably shouldn't be talking to him like that.
What's so funny?
I have a new deal for you. Pay me what I'm owed or die.
I cannot give you what I do not possess. But if you kill me now, you will have lost to Wolford with nothing to show for it.
Go on.
If you let me live, on the other hand, I will find the coin to pay you. What do you say? Do we have a deal?
Fine. But if I don't get that money, consider your life forfeit.
I was hoping that Rufus would just end him right then and there, but... Alright, so it seems like we're going to have to fight them again at some point down the road, which will be fun. I'm actually not too worried about it. Rufus wasn't really that big of a deal. He looked a lot scarier than he was. We really, all we had to do was just surround him with like 4 units, and he was just useless, honestly. He couldn't even, I don't even think he killed one person. I think it was his lackeys cornering our mages were the only, were the only way they were able to defeat any of our characters. But I don't think Rufus did anything, really. It was good for us. So I don't think there are any other side stories to be had at the moment, so we have to get on with the story and probably see Landroi get absolutely obliterated. The Aesfrost, gosh, I can't speak right now. The Aesfrosti army arrives in Falks to deal with the ever-defiant Landroi. Oh, Landroi, I'm so sorry that this is going to happen to you, my friend. I really wish we could have helped you out. Yeah, this is not good for him.
Far too much blood has been spilled.
I know how loyal you were to the late King Regna. We may be enemies, but you still have my respect. I would invite you to join our ranks.
Why would he ever do that? But no, that would actually be smart to join. Because you don't necessarily have to join under the, you don't have to join and actually want to help them out. You could join and try to assassinate, the king or whatever. Try to gain the respect of the army, and Gustadolf get close to him and take him down. I'm just saying. It's a better option than just dying. Might as well try to deceive your enemies. I highly doubt he's going to do that, though.
You would dishonor me so.
I prefer it to your death.
Save your pity for someone who needs it. Your master will never have our loyalty, even if it means the end of the 3 high houses.
Whoa, she just glitched through reality.
I serve you even in death.
I mean, yeah, you gotta respect Landroi, though. I mean, like, I get why he wouldn't have... I get why he would not have defected, but I still think that, trying to, make yourself a rat among the enemy, I think that would be useful. I do wonder why Avlora was, like, shocked, though, there. You hear that? She like, kind of gasped a little bit after Landroi was killed.
His plot foiled and bested in battle by House Wolford, Silvio Tellior flees, leaving everything behind.
Oh, so we get all of his stuff, right? Please tell me we get all of his stuff. Yeah.
House Volks fights valiantly, but ultimately loses to General Avlora's army, and joins their late king in death.
It's a lot of red.
Glenbrook's 3 high houses, Wolfort, Tellior, and Volks. 2 are felled by the iron hammer of Aesfrost. House Wolfort now stands alone, in more peril than ever.
Well, it's a good thing we're main characters. Oh shoot, we're in Hyzant.
So, 2 of Glenbrook's 3 high houses have fallen. Aesfrost's invasion took me by surprise at first, but this is quite the interesting turn.
Now Wolfort stands alone, having lost both the crown and its allies. There is no better time for us to act.
What are you guys plotting?
Then let us set the trap, brimming with bait enough to lure them in and keep them there.
As you command. The famed High House of the Salt Iron War will soon be under your thumb, my lord. Having control of their land will make our deliveries that much easier.
Indeed, and House End will prosper more than ever. Brute strength is not the only path to victory. A truly wise man can win without ever drawing his sword.
What are they doing? Are they gonna try to, like, act as if they're gonna provide us with support, but it's all just a ploy to
My lord, a
benefit
bird from
themselves?
Sorsley End of Hyzant has arrived. He has offered to send us provisions and funds in light of our situation.
A most welcome offer, to be sure, but why would he extend a helping hand to us now? Could he be after something?
Oh, for sure.
Undoubtedly, there are regrettably none so altruistic amongst the Saintly Seven. Seeing as Minister Sorsley has never shown much interest in other nations, I can only surmise this is a ploy to put House Wolfort in his debt.
As I suspected. But our people and soldiers need all the help they can get.
So now we're going to be faced with yet another choice, I imagine. Accept the aid or do not.
let us accept his proposal.
Oh, never mind.
We can deal with whatever ulterior motives he may have once we are back on our feet.
That's a really good point, though. Like, if he gives us the means with which to win the war against Aesfrost, if we can defeat Aesfrost, that would give us we'd be in a very strong position to not really have to worry about Hyzant, even if they try to say that, you know, they did all of this for us now that we're in their debt. I mean, if we get to that point of strength, I don't think it really matters. So we might as well. There's really, I mean, yeah, it definitely is more beneficial to accept than to not.
We shall discuss our countermeasures at another time.
As long as they just don't have us do something unsavory for them in return. Like say, oh, well, we've provided you with all of these resources, but now we've had an uprising of the Rosellan people or whatever. Come help us obliterate the Rosellans or something. Help us in a genocide against the Rosellans or some just awful atrocity like that. Because that would be very terrible. That would be horrible, actually. So I really hope nothing like that happens. So it seems that we just have another side story and then another main story thing to check out. So let's do the side story first. Avlora reports into Gustadolf, who muses on his next move. Alright, let's get insight into what Gustadolf is planning next.
Congratulations on your victory in the Falk's domain, General.
Thank you, sir. They were proud warriors. And Lord Landroi a formidable foe, despite his age.
I imagine he was content to breathe his last on his beloved fields. 30 years have passed since the Salt Iron War. It was time he was put to rest beside that bygone era. Avlora, it is time you had a rest as well.
What do you mean by that, Your Grace?
Your soldiers have fought long and hard. Any longer, and their morale may suffer for it.
But what of House Wolford? Prince Roland is still with them. Is that not cause for concern?
There are no lords left worth worrying about. House Wolford stands alone after Roland's uprising.
Even so, we would do well not to underestimate them. Even standing alone, they once changed the course of the Salt Iron War.
House Wolford is no longer the hunter, but the hunted.
Yeah, just
Or
you
do
wait.
I believe you understand something that I do not, General.
Please leave us alone. Let us gather our resources together, build an army, and then take you down. Please. Actually, yeah, let us get into a lot more mini skirmishes, level up our units, promote them, and then we will come in here, whoop Avlora, and then take your head as our reward. It'll be great. I would love to just absolutely have this opportunity.
Forgive me, Your Grace.
Oh, never mind. She's saying no as like she doesn't understand something he doesn't. I thought she was saying like, no, we're gonna keep fighting. We're doing this. Okay, no, okay, that makes more sense. When I saw her say no, I thought she was just like going against him, but nah. I was just mistaken. Alright, anyway. Castle Wolfort. Roland requests a favor of Benedict, who responds with a shocking proposition. I have no idea what this even is. I have no clue as to what this could be, so I am interested to see. Castle Wolfort Parlor.
You wish to speak to me, Your Highness?
I wish to leave the Wolfort domain.
Oh.
And you want me to persuade Lord Serenoa?
Yes. Though I doubt he will welcome the conversation after the scales have spoken. But the people are tired. Their expressions grim. And this castle is no different.
Even so, the decision was made together.
Yes. But I think we all know that I am at the source of our troubles. The responsibility ultimately falls to me.
If you truly wish to take responsibility, then I do have an idea.
Let's hear it, because I really don't want Roland to leave. I mean, I get it's definitely for the benefit of House Wolford, as much as I hate to say it, but gosh, like, the whole thing was, we made the decision to stick with Roland because I didn't want to give him up. I don't want to put him in danger and let him, you know, have the chance to be captured or something like his sister. I don't know.
What I would hear it.
What's your plan, Benedict?
Give me that ring.
What is it?
But this is proof that I belong to the royal family. What would you do with it?
Are we gonna disguise Roland?
Have you die for your people.
Oh. Oh, I like this idea, actually. Fake his death. Honestly, the best way to do this would probably be to not even let Serenoa know about it. Let no one know about this except for Benedict. That would be probably the smartest way they could play this. Because if Serenoa doesn't even know about it, that could actually be huge. Benedict might actually have a galaxy-sized brain. He might actually be incredibly smart. Well, obviously he's smart, but this is very interesting. This is a very interesting development. And I'm kind of interested, honestly. I say interested, interesting, all that stuff way too much. I need to work to be better. Travis and Trish's band happen upon a startling discovery on the riverbank. Are they going to find Prince Roland's ring? Are we just going to throw the ring in there and make it seem like he drowned or something?
Hey, boss. Come take a look at this.
Oh, they're...
The poor soul.
Oh, so there's the fake Prince Roland.
Or maybe not so poor, judging by these clothes.
Hey, Pa! Remember what I said about that reward money?
Of course I do. This might just be him.
Pa, take a look at this!
I wonder how this is going. This must be like some
Shiny
fake
ring, huh?
body
Is
or
that
something.
The royal emblem? This has got to be Prince Roland.
The corpse is regrettably too damaged to identify, but the royal signet is unmistakable.
Ah, perfect, perfect. Unable to be identified. Benedict is a genius, is all I'm saying.
Aside from Cordelia, there is only one who would wear the royal family's ring. There can be no doubt. This is Prince Roland.
Excuse me, Your Grace, but about that reward.
Thalas, give them their coin.
Yes, brother.
Thank you kindly for your generosity, Your Grace.
What a waste. Is this truly how the kingdom of Glenbrook meets its end?
House Wolford are no fools. Their friend was only a liability. They have spared themselves by forsaking the prince. They may have escaped, but there are none who would help them. There is no reason for us to concern ourselves with House Wolford any longer.
A shame.
Your poor brother, betrayed by his most trusted friend.
Oh, I really hope we get to a point in the game where we fight them, and Prince Roland is with us, and he gets to just spear through all of the members of the Aesfrosti royal family. That would be so glorious. I would love that so much. Maybe she'll inspect the body and be like, wait, this can't be Roland.
Oh, Roland.
I guess not. Don't worry, though. He's really alive. Benedict is just absolutely incredible. I really want to see how. I wish we could see how Benedict like staged that, how he set it up. I mean, maybe it'll show us, but I don't know. I'd really like to see how that happened because that's very clever. All right, so we should be moving on to chapter 9 now.
Prince Roland's death spreads across the land like wildfire. With his demise, seemingly comes the end of the kingdom of Glenbrook. But only days later, a proclamation is made that would bind Aesfrost and Glenbrook.
Oh, right, they're gonna try to set up the puppet government with Cordelia. Yep.
Bearer of the royal signet and last heir to the throne of Glenbrook, Cordelia is to ascend as queen. And wed Archduke Gustadolf.
Chapter 9, Part 1, Dwindling Light.
Princess Cordelia is to wed the Archduke? What is the meaning of this? Gustadolf is the very one who invaded Glenbrook.
But King Regna is to blame for trying to monopolize the mines.
What does it matter who the princess weds as long as Glenbrook lives on?
It damn well matters to me.
My people, our days of late have been dark and filled with strife. Both Glenbrook and Aesfrost have suffered countless losses, and we have lost both of our beloved princes. For that, I offer you my deepest condolences. May they all rest in peace. As you all know, my father was sentenced to death for his role in this tragic event. But how do we come to grips with our sorrow and anger? How do we atone for our mistakes?
Aesfrost does not deserve your forgiveness! Do not submit to Gustadolf's will!
I love that soldier. That soldier's great.
Let us recognize our sins as such and move forward. Archduke Gustadolf has magnanimously given us another chance. A chance to see Glenbrook to a fair and free future. As the queen of this kingdom, I, Cordelia of House Glenbrook, do hereby accept the warmth and governance of Aesfrost, and swear to do everything in my power to usher in an age of peace with the Archduke.
With all due respect, sir, I do not believe Queen Cordelia to be fit for ruling Glenbrook.
She does not need to be. She is to be our figurehead. A place for the people to focus both their hope and discontent. And while the poor people of Glenbrook stumble in the dark, we shall establish a new government. One based in freedom. Once the people have had a taste of true freedom Aesfrost would offer them, there will be no turning back. By the time Cordelia births an heir, both this kingdom and its people will belong solely to Aesfrost.
I would be loath to stand upon a political battlefield. It is far more heartless than those of war.
I am simply breathing new life into a kingdom of tired traditions. The people will thank me for it in time.
Father, my brothers. I swear to avenge you.
Oh? Has she got some secret plot? Oh, I may have underestimated her. Huh. Not bad. Serenoa and the others speak of Cordelia's ascension as Queen of Glenbrook. Has Roland left already? So I really would have liked to see the whole conversations about everything that was going on. You know, how everyone's reacting. I don't know. Well, anyway, let's get on with this. See what's going down at Castle Wolffort. Or House... Yeah, whatever. Castle Wolffort. Oh, yeah, Roland's still with us.
Prince Roland, have you heard about the address at the capital?
I have.
I won't forgive them for making Her Highness say such horrible things.
Enough, Huette.
But they lied about the king's death. They made it seem like Gustadolf was justified.
Say no more. If Cordelia can endure this, so can we. And as long as she lives, that is enough for me.
Forgive me, Your Highness.
We all understand how you feel, Prince Roland.
No, I apologize. I lost control. Thinking about it will do us no good. We must rise to action.
Indeed we must. Everyone knows of your death now. That means we are free to make our next move.
Listen, my friends. Prince Roland of Glenbrook is dead. I am now merely Roland, a warrior who fled a fallen kingdom. I humbly ask for your support until the sun shines upon our royal line once again.
Oh, he's putting on Sir Maxwell's old...
That's Sir Maxwell's.
He's putting on his old mask and hat. That's a great idea. Does that mean he gets to stay with us? Because I'd really love that. I'd love that so much. I hope he gets to stay with us.
That mask. You look just like Sir Maxwell.
This is a secret that shall stay within House Wolffort.
Master, grant me the strength to free our home from Aesfrost's clutches.
Okay, that's really cool. I really like the way that played out. Simone's chambers. Yeah,
How is he doing?
He's still in bed.
Better than before. He groans in pain from time to time, though.
I see. I wish I could tell Father about our situation now, but...
Lord Serenoa, if your father were awake, I am certain he would praise you for safeguarding Wolffort.
Sad to say, the real trouble is only just beginning. I'll be damned if House N's protection comes for free. No doubt the longer we stay, the steeper the price.
Precisely. Minister Sorsley is not an altruistic soul.
If you were in his shoes, what would you do?
I would squeeze us dry, then look for an opportunity to.
But we won't let that happen.
Of course not. Anna is already on the move. It is our duty to protect and guide this house.
This heart ain't changed since the day Lord Simone took me in, lad. I'm ready to put my life on the line for this house. We'll get past this, one way or another. You'll see.
Thank you so much, both of you.
Yeah, I kind of forgot for a second about the whole situation with Hyzant and Sorsley. Yeah, we really need to play our cards well with that situation. Otherwise, that's not going to end very well for us. Alright, 3 side stories, and then back to the main story. We've been recording for, what, like about a half hour? We can keep going. We'll probably knock out the rest of these side stories, and then one more of the main story, and then probably wrap up. And call it good there for this episode. I don't think we're going to get to a battle. We got way too much story. I don't think we're going to get to a battle this episode. Twins Gate, the death of an ardent youth changes the fate of one man. So Twins Gate's like the main entrance into Aesfrost, right? Or something like that? I don't remember exactly.
Lord Svarog, the body of Lord Dragan is...
Ooh, are they gonna realize something? Is there any chance they find out that Dragan was killed by Gustadolf? Or ordered to be killed by Gustadolf? Because that would really be a crucial development.
So my son has finally returned home. I will be there soon. Is something the matter?
I think it better not to look, my lord.
And why is that?
His face. There is no vestige of the handsome lad he once was.
Oh, my son. I understand. You are dismissed. I am so sorry, my boy. Please forgive your pitiful excuse for a father. I will find the one who did this to you. I swear it.
Okay, so he might actually be a potential ally then. If we could somehow explain make our case to him and explain what we saw. Like, if we explain what went down in the mines, I don't know that he would believe us, but I mean, there's definitely a chance he would side with us, though. That would be huge. Anyway, the source, the sweltering heat at the source parches the very hearts of men. Hyzant. I feel like Hyzant really has not been in the spotlight very much in this game. Like, I imagine it's going to be more important here soon now that we've got the whole development with Sourcelay, but just up to this point, really, Hyzant hasn't been that important to, like, the grand scheme of the story. Like, yeah, we went to Hyzant at the beginning of the story to accompany, like, the people back to their land or whatever, like the people that showed up to the, like, the meeting of the 3 countries or whatever.
Water.
On your feet.
Water, please.
Get back to work. You aren't the only one who's thirsty.
No setbacks, I presume?
None, sir. We are already well ahead of schedule.
Splendid. The ledger, if you would.
Yes, sir.
I would hate for there to be a problem with our numbers. I will hold on to this for now.
Of course, sir.
Water.
Put the poor thing out of its misery, Booker.
This is terrible.
You must be firm with the Roselle. Show them the slightest mercy, and they'll think they deserve more.
Yes, sir!
That's just awful. Gosh. I kind of wonder why some of, like, the Rosellans don't, like, try to shave their heads or something. Like, make themselves bald or whatever, because as far as I know, I feel like the only mark of being a Rosellan is like, what, the pink hair? But I suppose if, you know, all of the Rosellans start shaving their heads, then people are just going to be like, well, if you have a shaved head, you probably are a Rosellan, because why else would you shave all of your hair off? Yeah, I don't know. Wolford Harbor. Anna gathers information at Wolford Harbor and hears rumors of illicit dealings. We got a drug deal going on down at the harbor? What's going on?
I see. So there is an illicit salt trade held outside the auspices of the Norzelia Consortium.
An illicit salt trade? I wonder what that means. Like, why is it illicit? Are there people that are, like, secretly getting salt from... secretly getting salt from the source or something and then selling it? I mean, I guess Sorsley was saying something about, like, the deliveries of salt or whatever, so I wonder if he's, like, secretly getting more salt or whatever than he's supposed to. And, like, secretly trading it, like, on the black market kind of thing, so that the government isn't able to track how much money he's making, something like that. I don't know.
In this business, you cannot avoid rumors even if you try. They say sneaking under the Consortium's nose is well worth the risk, but I am not so bold.
And who is behind all this?
I wish I could say.
I am not asking you to tell me for free.
How generous of you. It's but a rumor, of course, but they say none other than Minister End in Hyzant is pulling the strings. And some free advice for you, my friend? You'd do well not to get involved.
Why?
I'm afraid that will cost a separate fee. Why, thank you.
So yeah, he definitely was trying to use us as a way to help his illicit salt trade business go on. Yeah, that's a bit of a yikes. I'm not really... I don't think that would be good for us. Anyway. Back to Castle Wolford. Frederica voices her doubts to Serenoa. I think this will probably be the last little piece of story we do, and then we'll wrap up the episode after that. Several days later.
Serenoa, do you have a moment? I was hoping to talk to you about our marriage.
Oh yeah.
Now that Glenbrook has been
the marriage
brought to ruin by Aesfrost, is there any meaning to our union?
Yeah, that's
My brother may have been planning this from the start. And yet I came to Wolfort with the intent of marrying you, completely unaware of it. It's always like this. Nothing ever goes as I would wish it. The course of my life has always been at the mercy of others.
As has mine. Almost nothing happens the way I thought it would.
But you have a home. Somewhere you can return to someday. You are surrounded by people who care about you.
You could stay with us. For sure. I mean, you're a great mage. Please don't leave. Well, obviously, I'm sure she means more than that to Serenoa, but I don't know. I mean, I kind of like Frederica as a character too, but I mean, I really like that she has fire magic, and it would be a very big shame if she left.
As do you, as a member of House Wolfort. Your place is with us now.
That's right, Serenoa. Speak.
Serenoa.
And though this may sound pretentious, this is a time for you to think about your future and what you must do, Frederica. just...
I suppose you are right. What must I do?
I didn't realize he was gonna say more. You must think about your future and what you must do, Frederica, just as I am.
Here you are. Master Benedict has been searching for you both.
Understood. Let him know we will return at once.
I guess they're not gonna get to finish their conversation.
You said we received a delivery from Minister Sorsley.
Yes, mostly food and materials, plus a considerable amount of coin.
That is quite kind of him.
House End is a wealthy one, even by Hyzant's standards. This would barely put a dent in their coffers. We have distributed the resources as needed. We've even managed to restock our reserves.
Wish I could be happy for the help, but I can't say I am.
Agreed. Relying on them comes at a price. They will be looking for recompense.
I believe that to be their true aim.
But this is the path we chose to walk together.
Indeed. And as long as we stay the course, the winds of favor will someday be at our backs.
A missive from Minister Sorsley has arrived.
I see he wastes no time. What absurd request could he possibly have in store for us?
It's got to be something about that salt, right?
Nothing good, that's for sure.
Yeah, I imagine he's gonna have us try to help him, I don't know, deliver salt or something. Oh, we have to make a decision about it. Huh. Well, that's gonna be in the next episode. There's no way I'm gonna try to make this decision in this episode. That'll end up taking a while. But yeah, Serenoa and the others gather to discuss their response to a certain minister's request. Yeah, that's going to be difficult because we're in a weird spot where it's like he just gave us all of these resources. So if we don't accept his request, who knows? He might attack us or something, which would be very bad. Be very bad for us, especially because the House End is very wealthy. So it would not be a good fight. Not a fight we want to pick. But I also imagine it's probably not the greatest thing for us to help him as well, so that's going to be a tough decision to make. I'm definitely going to have to see what all the characters' opinions are about what we should do, and I guess make the decision when it comes to it, but we're going to wait until the next episode for that. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It would really help the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. And as I said, in the next episode, we will continue with the story. We will do the scales of conviction, and we will make a decision about how to approach or how to respond to Minister Sorsley's request, and go from there. See if we can maybe even start a battle. But yeah, once again, that's it for me today. So thank you all so much for watching once again, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.